Now I have my guided practice working with type open. We're going to work with this real quick, go through part 1 and part 2 with modifying type and tracking display type. It's going to be really easy. You're going to work on the right side here. And a couple of these are already done, but we want to go ahead and manipulate size, weight, and style. We're going to work with fill, and stroke and fill in one letter. So I'll come up here to my size, weight, and style. I'm going to click in my first one here. I'm going to use the go ahead and come up to my selection tool and select that. Now we come over to our properties. You'll see our properties for it. We don't have a fill or stroke, we just have a fill. And we just want to adjust the size. So if we come down here in our character, we got some attributes we can change comparable to working with a document. So we can go ahead and make changes. Again, left click in here and enter the point, or click right and choose from the drop down. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to make it 36 because that is what it looks like over here. So I've changed the size of one. You don't have to make it the exact same, but we just need to manipulate each letter to reflect different size, weight, and style. So I'm going to come over to my next one. I'm going to change the weight. So if we come over here to set the font style, it's regular. We're going to set it, we're just going to set it to bold. And then I can change it to 36 as well, so it's comparable to what's over here. Our last one is style. Our style is under, again, the font style here. And I'm going to change it to italic. And again, we're going to change the size to 36. So I've manipulated those three. The next one is a fill only. You will see in the appearance box that it is fill only. It's black. And then there's no stroke, so we don't have to change that one. But if we didn't have a fill and all we had was a stroke, we would just want to reverse that. We want to go ahead and set our stroke to none and our fill to black. Now our next one here is stroke only. Go ahead and click on that. I'm going to make this a little larger so we can work with it and see it a little better. And just like I mentioned before, we're turning on and off a stroke or fill. We're just going to come up to our fill and turn that off. And I just have the outline for the letter. Next we have stroke and fill. I already have fill set for this so we can see it. So we're going to turn our stroke on and we're going to make it yellow. And then we're going to go ahead so we can see a little better, bump it up to 36 point. And so that is manipulating the letters using our properties panel, using Tensor control panel, and going over to our appearance and our character boxes and making those changes. For the tracking display, we're going to continue going over to our properties box over there. And what I want to do is I want to change this bottom one here. This top one is we can't edit that one. This top one, we're going to go ahead and bottom one we're going to change. We're going to adjust tracking for this. So we're going to come over here and we're going to take a look, and we have two options here, right? We have the leading and then we have the tracking. We're going to adjust the tracking, but I want to adjust the tracking. I want to see how I can spread out the letters and make it look comparable to the spacing as far as from the left side of the word to the right side of the last word. I'm going to set it for 24 point. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually bump this up. And you can see that I'm setting the space, a wider space between the letters. And so I can continue doing that. We can pull our right click here and drop down, and you can see I can spread these out quite a ways, which is good if we're trying to deal with alignment and we want to have things line up well from left and right, and we need to add a little space to something, or if we need to condense something in a little tighter space, you can go ahead and do that. Just know if you condense it too far, it'll have the letters start to overlap depending on the type of font you choose. So be careful with that. But we're just going to go ahead and bump it up to 200. Just take a look there. So that's part 1 and part 2 of working with text and changing attributes of text by adjusting appearance and character.